Gosh dang it. How's it going? I'm Trent Windsor, and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. Today I'll be doing a full album review of Ariana Grande's brand new album called Thank You Next. I'll go down the album song by song and give each song a rating of skippability, and at the end I'll give the full album a rating of skippability. This album from Ariana Grande is a public diary of sorts. With all of the relationship drama that she's been going through, following her life has been even more entertaining than The Bachelor, and with a lot less ads. There was so much drama going on in her life that it really only took her 2 weeks to make this album. How does this real-life drama soundtrack translate into music? I guess we'll find out now as we review each song. The first song on the album is called Imagine. Imagine feels to me like a half-done track. It's one of the songs that to me makes it obvious that it really did take 2 weeks to make this album. If you're only taking 2 weeks, every song can't be a hit and every idea can't be fully formed, and this song is evidence of that. There are times in the song where there's build-up and it seems like there's going to be something exciting happening, but in the end there's just really sparse production and ultimately disappointment. There is a part in this song where Ariana Grande shows off her vocal register by throwing in some whistle tones in there. Gosh dang, those things hurt my ears. There's times when it really works. Whitney Houston has used them, Mariah Carey has used them, and I think Ariana Grande could use them in a good way, but in this song it's really cringy. Hurts my tender ears. This song is 70% skippable, and it's a really poor way to start out the album. We move on to song number 2, which is called Needy. I don't know if you could have guessed from the title, but Ariana Grande is needy. And that's about all that I got from this song. They really just keep the boredom coming with this one. The whole thing just kind of sounds like a pre-chorus, and you're just waiting for something exciting to happen, but it never does, and the song ends. This one is 80% skippable. Even though the album started out weak, we get to the third song, NASA, which is the first song that really caught my attention on the album. Finally, it's a fun song with a beat, a song with a bass line that's really nice, a song with a catchy tune, which Ariana Grande does so well. The only thing about this song is that to me, the lyrics make absolutely no sense. Like she says that she's the universe and he's NASA, he's NASA, and so she needs space?
But like, if you are the universe, you are space, right? Like,
I'm just really confused.
There's also one part where she says something along the lines of, the only thing that's pulling me towards you is gravity. Is that a fat joke? It's 2019. We're doing fat jokes, we're fat shaming.
shaking my head.
All of that aside, it's a very catchy song, one that I thought was really fun, 35% skippable. From there, we move on to another upbeat and exciting song called Bloodline. Bloodline has a really upbeat Latin horn section, really catchy, kind of electro pop feel. The horn section honestly sounds like something out of a Pitbull song. The whole time I was kind of waiting for Pitbull to swoop in there, just like, Dolly! Another catchy song, great tempo, and a beautiful vocal performance from Ariana Grande. Another song that's 35% skippable. The next song on the album is called Fake Smile. Honestly, it's like a very clean song. It's got unique sampling, which kind of sets it apart from the rest of the album. There's still that trap percussion that goes along with it. That kind of ties this whole album together, is the trap feel and the trap percussion. And once again, the vocals on this song are really great. I would say this one's 40% skippable. The next song on the album is called Bad Idea. Bad Idea starts out with an instrumental that's very reminiscent of Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics or Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart. Very 80s vibe with dark, gritty, kind of neon feel. There's more trap percussion that goes along with that, bringing it into the modern day. It's a song that's sort of frantic. We kind of see Ariana kind of wanting to run away from all her problems. My only complaint with this song is that the ad-libs or the echoes that come in the background sound like weird demon children from
The beyond.
maybe her bad idea was using a Ouija board at that one party and now she's haunted. I'm not sure, but if I had to bet, She's haunted. This one I really love the up-tempo feel and the vibe that is frantic but also danceable. 30% skippable altogether. There's a few songs on this album that I felt were not amazing, but I also felt were not bad. They fall into the category of just passable but forgettable for me. And the next song, Makeup, is one of those songs. It's not bad by any means, but it's just one that I won't listen to again. Most of the chorus is just spent with her rhyming makeup with makeup. And while I understand that makeup as in makeup after a fight and makeup as in what you put on your face are two different uses of the word, you're still rhyming makeup with makeup, okay? This one I would say is 60% skippable. Moving on to the next song. It's another song that falls into that category somewhat for me. The only problem is this one just seemed really boring to me. The song is called Ghostin', and it's definitely there for all the people who came for the tea, sis. I don't have any particular personal interest in Ariana Grande's personal drama. It doesn't hold any personal value for me. So this song, Ghostin', is a lot of drama. To me, it was boring and one that I have skipped almost every time I've listened to this album. I would say it's 90% skippable. Another song that falls into this category of passable but forgettable music is the next song, which is called In My Head. I've listened to this album probably 15, 16, 17 times this week, and seriously, every single time I get to this song and I can't quite remember how it goes. I think that's a sign that it's just a song that I won't go back to, and that's pretty forgettable. 70% skippable. While there was a mid-album lull with the past 3 songs, Ariana really pulled it together for these next 3 songs. And these next 3 are actually my favorite on the album. The first song in this 3-song set and the 10th song on this album is 7 Rings. I talked about 7 Rings on one of my weekly editions videos, but since then there's been a lot of allegations that this song has been plagiarized, or at least her flow was copied from a number of sources. The thing about it is it's not a very creative flow. It's just I literally could come up with that flow. That is not special. It's just a generic flow. It's a flow that anyone can use because it's not all that complicated. That being said, in this song, Ariana's very confident. It's a catchy trap banger, one that I really love. Go check out my new editions video to see my full reaction to the song. This one, like I've said before, only 20% skippable. The next song on this album, and one that I think almost everyone has heard, is called Thank You Next. Honestly, if you haven't heard this song yet, you've probably been living in like a deep, dark cave. But that's okay, because now you have the chance to hear this really great song. It's another one that's really centered on the drama.
The tea, sis.
But it's like 2-week-old, 3-week-old, month-old tea. It's nice and cold by now. Probably a little bit stale, not worth reheating. So, you know, the initial draw was the drama, but I will say that the song itself really keeps you there. I love the clean production. I love the vocals on this song. The music video is fun. It's glimmering, it's shiny, it's good, pure pop. 30% skippable. The last song on this album, and tied for my favorite song from the whole album, is called Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored. If you couldn't tell from the title, Ari is the baddest. Holy crap, she just oozes confidence and swagger on this song. The beat is psychedelic, but it's clean. You got that trap percussion in there used very tastefully. This song really conveys the emotions of envy and apathy and confidence and just sexual energy. Another one that's only 20% skippable. And like I said, it ties for my favorite song on the album with 7 Rings. Overall, this is just a generally good pop album with a great sense of the prevailing trap trends in popular music today. While the lyrics can often be clunky, overly crass, or just not very well thought out, I really love the vocals on this album, perhaps some of Ariana's best of all time. Based on the scores I gave every song, this album altogether is only 48% skippable. It's definitely worth checking out. Thanks for tuning in to my review of Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below what you thought about the album. Did you listen to it? Did you agree with what I said? Let me know what you thought. And if you really enjoyed it, go ahead and share it with a friend. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle. That's the one.